Yo, we back with another one. I didn't even want to, we're just jumping right into it, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't really want to do an intro for this one. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about, especially being a Massachusetts native. So I think we're going to have a little special today. Of course, we'll talk about some of the other topics that the God wants to bring up, but I would love to dive deeper into the controversy I've been noticing on the timeline as of recent, which is the Benzino controversy. So let's talk about it. If you haven't seen it, please go check it out. Benzino was on the Drink Champs. He had an episode on the Drink Champs, and there's a lot of controversy around it. I have a different perspective from the narrative that I have seen, and I do want to express just a slight disappointment in some of the reactions that I've seen, but I'll get into that in a second. I want to share your perspective on it, and then we'll get into dive deeper into the topic. What did you think about it? Did you see the whole interview, or did you just see some of the clips?
I seen a good majority of it. I think one, NORE shouldn't have put that interview out like that. Shouldn't have put it out. Or he should have cut the meltdown part out, because before that, everything was pretty much standard rapper interview. You know what I'm saying? We do this, and we I think Benzino, he feels like the game owes him something, and he's not getting it for being the creator of the source, which if you watch the source, you know the source was like the Bible at a certain time in life. The source was like the Bible. I think that he feels like just listening to him, he feels like he didn't get his just due. You know what I'm saying? I mean, him crying, he got drunk. He got too drunk, too fast. He was drunk within the first 45 minutes of that show.
That first big gulp he took in the beginning, I was like, okay, I know what kind of interview this is going to be.
My thing with Drink Champs is everybody's like, Drink Champs is a setup. No, it ain't. You got to have self-control. I watch plenty niggas go on there and either not drink or drink to the level of they feel nice, and then they're like, I'm not drinking no more. You know what I'm saying? NORE's not going to. NORE can't make you drink. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he got drunk, the whole Eminem shit. I feel like he feels a way about it, and I guess in my him presenting whatever Eminem said, the racist shit like that. But this beef started a long time ago from him intentionally not giving Eminem the 5 mics on Eminem's second album. Which, if you was around during that time, there's no reason why the album shouldn't have got 5. You know what I'm saying? That album was fucking classic, nigga. Like the Marshall Mathers LP, the first one, that was the one that made Eminem. You know what I'm saying? So, I think he just didn't give it to him for whatever reason. He's a white boy, whatever. But at that time, but my thing is, like, if you are a hip hop magazine, you can't have your personal, how you personally feel if you're rating an album. You know what I'm saying? From a hip hop magazine standpoint, not from your personal. You got to kind of remove your personal standpoint in the shit. It's kind of like being with it's kind of like, you know, like being a sports commentator. You're just commentating on the game and you're reviewing the game. Like, your personal issues, if you don't like a nigga, that shit don't matter. If he scored 50, he scored 50, whether you like him or not. You know what I'm saying? Dope is dope, whether you like the person who did the dope shit or you don't. I feel like Eminem did some dope shit. So I think that started, and then Benzino came out with the tapes back. This is not recent, back. And then you know, then it started the disses. They dissed each other before, and then Benzino dissed M, and then M dissed him with the nail in the coffin, and that kind of killed Benzino. Then Benzino been throwing shots at M for years. The thing about it is, M is a recluse, but M is one of them niggas that hears everything. So you might say something about him in 2019. He don't come outside till 2024. So when he comes outside, he's gonna address everything that you said. It don't matter when you said it because M don't go outside. I think that. So when M comes back and says, I'm going at, I can't go at your neck because you don't have one or whatever the fuck he said, which is funny to me.
Definitely funny. Yep.
It wasn't like he was trying to like ruin the nigga's career. He just made a fucking joke in a rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody, he ain't say nothing that everybody else hasn't said once they seen Benzino pop out Wild Diesel and shit. Like this nigga don't got no neck type shit. So I think that sometimes like the ego and the bravado gets too much into it because it's like, yo, Eminem can't. Who was Eminem to fucking nigga? You talk about you keep poking the bear, bro.
Yeah, so I have a little bit of a different perspective because I look at Eminem in this situation after a certain amount of time as being the bully because it wasn't just him poking the bear. Eminem hasn't let this go for decades either. And it's been a two-way street, in my opinion, but only one person possessed and retained all the power who's backed by, who's white and is backed by the other group that kind of runs the industry. So when I look, let me give you an example. Like, yes, correct. You should not put your personal opinion into the matters of, I totally disagree with how he handled his 5 mics. Totally. But then in the same interview, and this is what I'm talking about people losing context, he admitted that. That was a concession. Then he also admitted the only other group that he ever made that mistake with was Outkast. So when I, as a person that can understand context a little bit deeper, I could think it's just a white agenda thing at first, if Eminem's the only one that he did it to. But then when he sits there and he breaks down his disconnect between him and Andre 3 Stacks and why he made the decision in the same ilk. He was East Coast bias. He was East Coast bias, and when we talk about Dr. Umar, we talk about the messenger, right? And what those people have experienced. Benzino was born in 1965 in one of the most racist, still commonly known as one of the most racist cities in the fucking world, Boston, Massachusetts. And people that don't, when you go anywhere else, there are so many people that don't even realize Black people live in Boston to this day. So in that space, when we're talking about, and I'm not talking about whether or not he, I totally agree that he put a lot of this trauma on himself. I totally agree with that. Agree with that. But when we have a conversation about men and trauma, that's 95% of the conversation. The trauma that we keep applying to ourselves. So then when I find a moment like this, because like I laughed at a lot of shit too. I have fun with it privately. But when I now have to parse it and then represent it and wrap it back out to the public like we're doing now, I feel an obligation to dive deeper into the psyche. Because what I saw is if we take away that last little portion of him having a meltdown, mind you, he had talked about Eminem several times over that 2.5, 3 hour interview. I watched the whole thing because I wanted the full picture. Let's take the source out of it. Move the source to the side for a second. What Benzino, Made Man, RSO did in Boston, I lived there. I was there during that time. I was a youngin' being influenced by it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Was never seen. It just wasn't seen on that level the way it was. Outside of New Edition, as far as a rap crew, and when we talk about the street element. See, here's the part that always gets me. Because the people that clown Zeno come from the stand camp. But when you talk to the Larks, when you talk to NORE, who lived with him, this is why I got a little different obligation too, because they lived together at one point. So you know your man's is susceptible to this energy. And this is where it feels, the only reason I'll say setup is applicable for this scenario particularly, he doesn't know Kodak like that. He doesn't know some of them other people like that. You lived with Zeno. We understood what the cycle is. We also understood all of those podcasts have been struggling in the way that they've been, because they're so guest heavy. That's why we're not guest heavy. It's because we want you to focus on our content over the guests. So when we do bring guests on, that's not the selling point. The selling point is what we have to say, what our mind speaks, which honestly, Nori's not that great at articulating himself on deeper topics. So that's why we do this. And then we allow guests to come on and pontificate on that or talk about that or debate about that But the focal point is what we have to say about the topic, not bringing people on. Now, again, everybody has a personal responsibility for sure. But then where's your brotherly responsibility? Because you actually know Zeno. You lived with Zeno. Y'all lived together. Where's your personal responsibility as a brother to say, all right, we reached the point where there was, and here's where I got a problem with it, because there was a part of the episode, if you watch the full episode, where how you pronounce his name? EFN,
whatever.
Yeah, Effin was literally like, he did the hand signal. It was an hour and a half in, and he was already like, we should wrap this up. The man couldn't even make it through QuickTime Slime. We should wrap this up. At some point, after an hour and a half mark, now it's predatory to me. Because everybody in the room could see he's not there, guys. And you lived with this man. You have a closer bond than just rap ties. Y'all lived in the same roof. When he was sitting there was a part where, because see, people pick, and that's what I mean about these short clips that come out. There was a part in there where nobody's posting the part where what really pissed him off and made him come out this time is that, and I would have did like, nigga, you can't, I might, listen, I can go into a battle for my child knowing I'm going to lose, but I'm going to battle, nigga. Like, you can't, you know what I mean? Once it got back with the whole Koi thing, when M said what he said about Koi and his diss, them talking shit back and forth to each other had stayed dormant for a while. He gave up the whole Haley shit because he did that in the first battle way back in the early 2000s, whatever. They gave that shit up. But the whole I'm not going to give Koi the feature. Koi has done interviews where she said literally, it's not that I have a problem with my dad. It's more so that so many people in the industry have a problem with my dad. So I didn't want it to affect my career. And I get that too.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing about that is, right, that's the legacy part. Nigga, you, Benzino, have to be cognizant of the name that you left. The stain that you left goes to your kids.
But all he left was he battled Eminem.
I understand.
I don't know why Eminem stain is, because Eminem's that was a moment.
Well, he battled Eminem. The Made Men niggas fought the Rough Riders. They stabbed up Paul Pierce. They was doing a lot of shit.
Yeah. So but when they're niggas from New York, we all for that. When they're niggas from Miami, we all for that.
Listen to what I'm saying. It's just like if 50 Cent's son tries to rap and niggas is like, I don't fuck with your father because your father told us suck dick. So, nigga, we about to make this difficult for you because we know if we fuck with you. And then on top of that, Benzino and Koi, it's been documented, they have issues.
Of course, but that's I got issues. Like we got kids.
Like they have, but what I'm saying is them two have issues where he's like, yeah, I asked you for money. I'm your dad, blah, blah, blah. Yep. So it's been a motherfucking Benzino has shown he's not mentally stable to get into
get into
where he has to go. Now, my thing with the beef shit is with the rap beef, because this ain't beef, because them niggas is 60 years old. Correct. 60 years old. Correct. Eminem is petty. Eminem is one of them. He's like 50 Cent. That's why they get along. It is. Once it's up with you, it's up with you forever, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna throw jabs. I'm gonna say whatever the fuck. Now, my thing in rap beef, I get it, right? And then like, oh shit, Zeno, you mentioned my daughter. Oh, I didn't know your daughter back then. We didn't know we didn't even know you had a kid back then. Oh, that's your daughter. And my turn. You know what I'm saying? So, in the scope of rap battling, I get it. But when it comes to Benzino himself, I think a lot of times when you're living life and you're in the moment, sometimes we do things and we don't understand the future effects, the butterfly effect it's going to have when we get in the future. So I think some of it, even when he's talking about Koi, is like butterfly effect. Because I don't think Eminem was the first rapper that, because you were even in the interview, he's like, nigga, we had more money. I had more money than Puff and So I highly doubt. I remember he had a club in Miami, all type of shit. I don't think Eminem is the first motherfucker that Benzino rubbed the wrong way.
No. For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely so not. when your daughter comes and everybody's like, yo, that's Benzino's daughter. What they usually do is they want to see how connected to this nigga you is. And
yes.
If you're not, and then it can go both ways. It can go, I'm not doing a feature with you or whatever, which I don't even really know if Coy asked him for the feature and he said no. I know he said it in the song just to be a dickhead, Eminem. It could go, I'm not going to do the feature with you, or I'm going to do the feature with you because I know who your dad was. And if your dad sees me rapping with you, that's going to burn his soul. It's like 50 Cent son taking a picture with Supreme son. Like, nigga, you don't even really know what you're doing, right? But you just know that's my dad's op.
Yeah,
you don't really, that it's like that, but 50 Cent and Supreme's shit is street shit, so it's a little deeper because
it's deeper. It
was tied, but it's the same thing. Like, oh, if I take a picture with this nigga, it's gonna get back at my father. Like, so I think with Benzino and on NORE again, NORE holds a lot of culpability here because NORE has shown that he don't give a fuck. So many people have crashed out on his show.
So I'm saying
the objective of his show is to get you drunk so you start saying shit, which that's good. I get it. But when a nigga starts having a meltdown,
let's stop.
Like, it's different than Kanye getting drunk and being like, the niggas is after me, the Jews, and because that's what Kanye do.
Yeah.
But when you see that a nigga is not mentally tapped in,
let's stop, guys. We can't do this to each other.
Wrap that shit up. Like,
we cannot want the views that bad. This is
about to be a fucking hour interview. If you see a nigga going from fuck Eminem, fuck that nigga, he whack, to crying,
let's stop, guys.
I don't got a problem with him. Bro, you shouldn't even ask him about Eminem.
Let's stop. And this is why I'm concerned with some of the quote unquote fake ass thought leaders in this space that be talking about men's mental health and shit. But then the moment that they have the opportunity to look at a situation where it's like, this is a perfect example. Like, I can use Benzino as a great teachable moment for anybody who's going to step into the industry, especially if you're from Boston. Do you understand? Like, I don't even think, like, if you're from Boston or you're from Massachusetts, and you're trying to make it as an artist, you already know how hard it is. So now imagine how hard it was for someone who made it. And now you got to be triple tough everywhere you go because everybody thinks Boston's soft. This nigga had a 30-minute tirade on there about Boston not being soft because it's misconstrued everywhere else that it isn't.
And I get it. I get that too. You got to rep for your city. I get that, right? I think the thing with him is there's mad other shit you could have talked to him about. He contributed a magazine that was literally the staple of hip hop. You could have talked to him about that. Like, yo, my nigga, how'd you start that? What was your idea with that?
No.
What the fuck made you? Who the fuck was the guy to come up with the mic, with the system of rating albums? Blah, 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 blah. You could have talked to him about a bunch of other shit, especially with that being your man. Okay, if that's your man, then you know that, yo, this nigga ain't right.
He's not right, bro. And out of all the ones,
it's like Kodak. Even though he don't know Kodak like that,
I still feel like he could. Yeah,
if
bro.
You can visibly see, nigga, your eyes work. You know that boy is on drugs. You know he's fucked up. You know it. I don't give a fuck. Sometimes you have to save people from themselves.
Yes, bro.
It's like a nigga who, perfect example, me being a personal trainer. I know that no matter what weight I give you, you're going to say, it's good. You don't want to look weak. Nigga, I throw the fucking 50-pound dumbbell to you and tell you to do shoulder presses. You're going to be like, I'm like, is that good? No, it's good. And you're going to be like this. So I have to save you from yourself, nigga. Take these 20s and get right because you're going to fucking blow your shoulder out trying to fucking impress me when, nigga, you can't impress me because I'm a personal trainer, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my goal is to get you right, nigga. That's how you impress me, not that you fucking lift. I don't give a fuck if you lift 600 pounds. If that's your shit, then that's your shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think that sometimes when you have a platform and when you're dealing with certain people on said platform, anybody, you have to save them from yourself. Yo, this, even if it's a conversation after, before it goes out. Yo, look, my nigga, that last little fucking
chop that, bro.
You want me to cut that last 20 minutes because you kind of bugged out. You had a little meltdown right here. You want the people to see that? Like, you want the people to see that? Even if they like, yeah, put it out. Sometimes you gotta be like, nah, my nigga.
Nah, journalistic, and that's what I mean about this pod space and journalistic integrity, because they don't cross over well. Podcasters are not journalists. I understand that, but there is a form of some of that shit that we need to take on to again, because listen, I don't understand. Like, I got to do this again. Like, okay, everybody's trying to go viral, but when everybody's trying to go viral, everybody gets infected.
Yeah, and that's the thing about going viral, right? Okay. Everybody, I've said this. Monetization is the worst thing that ever happened to the internet.
You ain't never lied. Bro.
I'm not saying that niggas shouldn't make money off their platforms. But what level of responsibility are you giving to the platform, right? Like, you got to know when you have a platform, you have a level of responsibility.
Correct.
You can't just get up here and say shit. Granted, on this platform, we keep it pretty much 100, but there's certain, if you haven't noticed, there's ways that we do it.
Correct. Well, this is the perfect example. We can come on here and shit on Zeno.
This nigga's a bitch, and I can't do that. What? Because at the end of the day, like, regardless of, and then sometimes I can remove my personal feelings from a topic to speak about the topic.
Yes.
Half of the shit that happens on the timeline, if we wasn't doing this podcast, I don't give a fuck about. I would scroll right by it, nigga. But it makes for good content, whatever the case may be. So when you get in this space of, because nigga, everybody thinks this shit is just cutting mics on and talking. It's not it with podcasting. If you can't you could be the illest nigga in the world. If you don't make it what you're saying interesting, you ain't got the voice for it, you don't know how to layer this shit the right way, then you ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? NORE, and it ain't even shit on NORE, because I think NORE has a dope platform. I think sometimes his inner left rack nigga comes
takes
out.
Over.
You just can't stop it. So it is what it is. I think he has an amazing platform. He gives OGs their flowers. He gives motherfuckers that never been spoken about their flowers too.
I'm gonna speak on that too, because like, look, here's the other problem that I have, right? So you invited this guy on. You used to live with him, right? Now he started, every time you invited this nigga to just talk about himself and his experiences, you know that you're a part of that journey. But every single time he started to even hint at their relationship or like something that they did behind the scenes, NORE had enough wherewithal to cut him off with that, but keep letting him hang himself with the other stuff. This is where it becomes like, again, I understand you not knowing Kodak, so to a degree you can run with that. But now when it comes to somebody that you personally know and you already know is not mentally stable and you already know is in a fucked up position and you just saw down a big ass glass, I understand, like, listen, this idea that like everybody's responsible for themselves, I get that. But this is also why people have friends, because when you can't be responsible for yourself, this is why people have community and villages, because when you can't be responsible for yourself, you need other people to step up. And I want to say huge respect to EFN, because he said it more than once during that episode. We need to wrap this up.
Yeah, because you can bro, and them niggas be on there drinking, right?
Drinking.
You can visibly see from maybe 45 minutes in, oh, nah, this nigga is, he got old school Cape Verdean drunk. That's what happened.
Correct.
Like, I said that to my man on the post. Yo, he got drunk like the old CV niggas in the bar did. Right?
He's an 80s nigga. That's how they drink.
He got drunk. Like, you can tell. Benzino, and also for all he did for Boston and shit like that, he ain't been used to being in the limelight for a while. So that comes with a certain level of knowing how to act when you get there. He never had it on the megastar level like an Eminem and now, you know what I'm saying? Eminem, like, that's the thing. Nigga, the shit's over. Like, I get Benzino.
Just let it go. I get
Benzino to a certain level. Like, nigga, I'm 60 years old, bro. My daughter's in the industry now. I ain't trying to beef with nobody about nothing.
Let's move on, man.
Nigga, we've been doing this since we was 20-something. Whatever was said when we was 28, let that shit go. It
didn't bleed into the streets.
Nobody got
stabbed,
nobody
shot
got
over
beat
this
up.
shit.
Nobody got nothing. Nobody got stabbed. Nobody. Nigga, we ain't even swing on each other.
Cause me listening to 60-year-old, 50-year-old niggas talking about meeting up and shit's like, come on, guys, let's just let this go. We got babies, man. We got babies. Yeah, and so again, I just want to triple down on the mental health aspect of it, because we as a society like to have these. I talked about this in the last episode. Like, yo, what's ironic to me is our entire last episode encapsulate what we watched on that episode of the Drink Champs. It literally encapsulated it. Men struggling as fathers, men struggling with PTSD from hood activities. The man was in there talking about shit he shouldn't have been talking about. Like, I mean, fuck Eminem. He was talking about Boston gang dynamics, Columbia Point, Orchard Park, South End, all this other shit. He was talking about these gang dynamics. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why is it that? Okay, let me say this too. I don't think the Love and Hip Hop profile helped the legacy either. I think that kept him in the jester box of how he was representing himself there, and then it just made easier for someone like Eminem to be petty. But at what point, at what age, because like I love 50 Cent too. 50 Cent's one of my favorites. But sometimes I don't give a fuck if you're my favorite. I can still feel like, but bro, you're too petty. You gotta let it go. And I'm even saying that for some of them situations that I know blood was shed.
I think, but see, here's my thing, right? I think people take things to a different level, right? Like in the rap space. If we both know, all right, this is rap and we're gonna keep it rap. Okay. Nigga, we can send little shots at each other forever. Who gives a fuck? Correct. Jay-Z and Nas still do it. They're cool. But Nas just dropped on the album. He was like, nigga, I feel like texting Hov and being like, this ain't over. Like, they're still homies. It's competitive, nigga. Yeah, nah, fuck that, nigga. Oh, nigga, that's what you doing? Watch this shit right here. Like, that shit is dope. That shit keeps the fire going. You understand what I'm saying? Like, certain shit, like 50 and one thing I do know about 50 is the beefs that he keep forever are like real shit. Yeah. He's beefed with a lot of niggas on the rap side, but then like he beefed with Fat Joe. And then him and Fat Joe cool as fuck now because he was like, he realized, me beefing with Fat Joe could turn New York City upside down. That shit could go somewhere because we both really like that. We both really got goons. He beefed with the Locks, but even he said it. He was like, I admired them niggas, so I just threw a shot at them niggas just because, nigga, that's Jada, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, correct. So I think that in that space, when we get to, but I think certain people don't know how to separate. I think Benzino is one of those. Like, I think with Eminem, it's all entertainment, right? Eminem is not going to swing on. I'm not saying, don't get it fucked up.
Yes.
I'm not saying Eminem is pussy.
No. I got you.
Eminem, I'm sure he can handle himself but what I'm saying is he's not about to swing on nobody over no rap shit unless you blatantly disrespect his family.
That's why I roll with the sleeves. I'm ready.
Say some wild shit about him.
Let me take these gloves off.
Like, right. I think to get Eminem to that, and he's too famous, bro.
Yeah.
Where is he going? You know what I'm saying? Imagine you got beef where it's like, it's on site with Eminem. You're going to have to drop on him because wherever he goes, it's going to be a mob of people following him, nigga. He pulls up on you, it's going to be 40 niggas that, Eminem's coming. M's right down the street. Up here.
Yeah. Yep. But then this is when I got to go back to our demo for a second, right?
Right.
Again, you growing up in Boston. I grew up in Boston. All these niggas is acting like Boston ain't racist and shit, and it's harder than most places to be a black person, let alone a street nigga. It's hard, bro. Okay, so now you're dealing with I'm calling Eminem pussy. Like, what is everybody talking about, bro? Like, why is everybody scared to say this shit? This nigga ain't fought nobody. He ain't got no street cred. He's not from the streets. He grew up in the streets. There's a difference, my nigga. You can grow up in an address and be in the hood, but that doesn't mean that you from the hood. Benzino has done real things. So imagine being harassed and antagonized by a nigga when you know what you're willing to do, when you know you been shot, you shoot niggas, you done this, you went through all of that, and you're being antagonized by a nigga that in any other circumstance, you would obliterate. You would fucking turn into dust. And I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying it's annoying. And you know that you're playing that up. It's like the Chad shit. Like fucking Eminem's being a Chad, bro. And why is niggas so hold on? Why is niggas so enamored by this nigga, bro? Like, I don't understand it either. Like, I understand that he's dope. But black people in particular have some kind of cognitive dissonance and Stockholm syndrome shit that is not addressing the reality of this. Let's just go over the facts. Because niggas is clowning this nigga, right? Is Benzino street life actual factual?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, for sure.
I'll tell you, yes. Is his reputation? I mean, there was niggas on the post that niggas was making from his camp telling niggas, no, this nigga held all of us down.
Yeah, I get
so
that.
He held his niggas down. He's actual factual from what he talks about. When everything that he rapped about was really his life. It's not his friend's life. It's not Proof's life. It's not these other niggas' life. It's his life. You feel what I'm saying? And he's representing what he's represented. Now, I think, again, when it comes to the rap beef, cool. But you can only antagonize a street nigga so much before they start to lose their sensibilities, bro. When it's starting to be like, all right, you playing with me, bro. Because now you're playing with my mental health. Now you're playing with my mental health, nigga. Like, I don't want to go there. But you keep thinking this shit, because again, with Eminem style, we all know what Eminem style is. Just because I know a nigga's a joker and a jester doesn't mean I won't slap the fuck out that nigga.
Yeah, but also too, you're talking from a Boston perspective because there's niggas in Detroit that say the same thing about Eminem. He's just a white boy from a trailer park that will get it shaken.
No, there's no one ever in history.
Bro, I'm telling you
that this nigga rode.
What I'm telling you is, I know niggas
in the car.
I know niggas. Marv 1, Quest McCody.
Nigga, Marv 1 can't make it around a block.
But Marv 1 is
talking about niggas that's actually active in the street. These niggas is rappers.
No, they're not. This is what I'm telling you. I'm telling you what I know. Marv 1 is a real street nigga that's really known before he started rapping for beating niggas up in Detroit clubs. That's what he's known for.
Eminem's
Eastside Killers. Huh?
Eminem's not.
He doesn't have to be. What I'm telling you is this. Eminem is not. What I'm saying
game niggas you playing, bro. Like,
it's not a game. What I'm telling you is this.
All this street cred to be in this shit.
Dog, street cred don't matter.
He don't have nothing. I'm not saying it matters in the industry. I'm saying that when you're dealing with the nigga that's from the streets, when you're playing with a bear, when you're playing with not a fucking rap bear, a life bear. When you're playing with one, you shouldn't be surprised.
You should also know that. You should also know the game you're getting yourself into, super smart street nigga. You should know that. Yep.
Of course.
You should know that, right? But what I'm saying is this. You're in a game where the streets don't matter.
Okay.
It don't.
But that wasn't always the case. That wasn't always the case. That actually changed in that nigga's time.
Bro, it changed in the 90s when Puff started doing dances with the motherfucking shiny suits and shit. That shit don't matter, bro. This is a game of perception. We're in the game, and it don't even really be Eminem that be trolling a nigga like that. It's all of Eminem's fans. You can't control a nigga fans.
Agreed.
Right? But, and then when you got a nigga to be like, yo, I don't say a nigga's pussy because of personal. I don't know the nigga to be like he's a bitch or whatever the fuck. Eminem don't leave his fucking house, right? All I'm saying is this.
What do pussies do? They stay in the house.
If you say shit about me, but what I'm saying is the niggas.
I know, I'm fucking around.
Niggas in Detroit that vouched for him was outside, right? What I'm saying is this. If you say shit about me in 2008, and I don't come outside till 2022, and I say, oh yeah, by the way, nigga, I heard what you said in 2008. Fuck you, nigga. It's still valid. Eminem
and immaturely stupid, fucking dumb. It can two can be true. It's still valid.
You can't tell no. But here's one thing I learned in life: you can never tell nobody how to react to them feeling disrespected.
True. No, you're right. But that's my thing with Benzino. It goes two ways.
Yeah, it goes both ways. Now, if Benzino wants to respond, then he responds. Then Now you're in the court of public opinion. Eminem, Benzino responds. We go.
He's gonna win in that court, bro. That court is not.
We go.
Like niggas always talk about these court shit, and we know court's fixed, bro. So the court of public opinion is fixed. But nigga,
this is the game.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm not knocking the game. I'm just acknowledging
this is the game you win. Now you're gonna go, yo. Benzino's gonna lose because he can't rap as well as Eminem. Number one, he's always gonna lose there.
It's not, right.
Correct. So boom, okay, boom. Then you try to do the racist shit. Okay, that's cool. You did the racist shit. Okay, cool, nigga.
Hold on, that not a fact? Hold on. Because this is what I love about niggas. Why do we keep skimming over that? Like,
we don't skim over
that's real. That was real.
We don't skim over that. But here's the thing. Niggas do it on the other side too. Benzino also was a nigga who got shot at his mom's funeral for doing shit to the niggas that held him down. So he's not really this super ill nigga. That's
street dynamics. That happens all the time.
What I'm saying is that's a character dynamics, my nigga. If I shoot you, if I'm your cousin and I shoot you at the fucking Auntie Joe's funeral, nigga, you're
what world are we living in, nigga? You act like cousins just started shooting each other.
What I'm saying is this.
I'm living in a city right now where niggas share the same last name, and they beef with each other because they're from different ends.
Because of a nigga's skin color, we can't automatically be like he's a man of character. No, nigga. No.
I didn't say that.
Benzino, there's mad, just like there's niggas that say, yo, he held me down. There's mad niggas in this industry that can say foul shit about son. That's why his daughter had to go. So what I'm saying is this: in the streets, street nigga shit, you might have held niggas down. You might have did a bunch of shit. Now where the real business is done, you did it foul.
Yep. See, no. See, that's why how can you build the source? Listen,
he didn't do it by himself.
I know he didn't. There was Dave Mays, a bunch of people.
And Dave Mays said, yo, this nigga was running the shit foul. He was running the shit like this. He had niggas coming up there, slapping niggas and doing all type of shit in the office.
Listen, them niggas, the white guys always complain about that when the protection isn't worth it to them anymore.
Bro, it's not about
why was NWA signed by these niggas? Like, niggas be acting like we don't really know our history. We have always been the buffer. We've been the product and the buffer.
You know why Ice Cube and them niggas was slapping niggas? To get out of the contract, right?
Yes.
Get out the fucking contract.
Yes.
Benzino, there's several times of Benzino doing fucked up business.
Oh, yeah. I'm not excusing that. What I'm saying is,
I don't give a fuck if you're from Boston. I don't give a fuck if you're black, white, red, yellow, green. If Dave May say he did fucked up business, then this artist say he did fucked up business. For a while, the Made Men wasn't even riding with this nigga because he was fucked up.
Understood. I understand all of that. None of that I'm dismissing. None of that I'm denying. What I'm saying is when we're having the larger conversation of why men don't talk, why men are what men are suffering from, we can't then therefore not acknowledge it punitively, but not restoratively.
Yeah.
What makes a nigga fucked up?
He should have, to restore it, he should have talked to a therapist and not Noriega.
Agreed. 1,000,000% agreed. But
now you gotta go on
his
here.
Brother, that's your man's.
But here's the thing.
That's why I got no friends.
No, it ain't. Because this is leading me to something I just posted on my thing. All of this industry friendship shit is performative. None of these niggas really like each other. None of these niggas, they all do fake handshakes, photo ops. Yeah, my nigga, when I see you, we gonna work, nigga. You know I fuck with you.
You're right.
And as soon as nigga down the street, man, fuck that nigga, man.
You're right. And you know what? I've had people tell me, like, for a nigga that came out of the space that I came out of, I probably acquired too much integrity.
That's why niggas fuck with you. That's why industry niggas fuck with you. You know why industry niggas fuck with you? Because you're a nigga that keeps their word. And when you deal in the industry, there's so many niggas that lie and say goofy shit. Like when you say, yo, I'm gonna pay you $5,000 and you got the $5,000 the next day, they're like, oh shit, this nigga lying.
No, you're right. You're right.
Different type of nigga.
You're right.
And
but I still
have a nigga. Hold on. Has a rapper ever said you a different type of nigga before?
Nah, you're right.
They said to you like, yo, you different type of nigga. You know what that means? AKA, if a rapper tells you we do business, they say, yo, like, I fuck with you. You's a different type of nigga. That means, AKA, you keep your word.
Oh yeah, you mean like that? Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah,
that's what I mean. Like
all the time.
Yeah, son.
No, you're right. You're right. But that's because I learned from niggas like him's mistakes. So I can't. I'm only saying it from the. I'm not here caping for Benzino whatsoever. What I'm talking about is there's a bunch of people from Boston that I cannot believe, and I seen some of them actually speaking up and saying, bro, this was our shared experience in a lot of this shit. He's just not the best messenger for it. And he's in a bad position to give that message. But if we can wean through the little triggery, funny shit, there was a lot to learn from in there. A lot. Like there's a lot of people that don't understand Boston's dynamics. So when I come into the game, right? Because I went through this, bro. Like when niggas was doing this and we go into certain spaces, we say we from Boston, but we black. Niggas was not, it's sad because niggas want you to feel like you pose a threat, even though you don't want to feel like you pose a threat, but you have to have a certain level of it in this game for the shit to be credible. There's mad niggas right now that like my hood doesn't even exist anymore, bro. I grew up in Lenox Street projects.
Yeah. Now I agree with being somebody from Massachusetts, Boston area, being in the game. It's a stigma placed on you being black because they don't even think that we exist. They'll treat us like unicorns or some shit.
So I'm more so like focused on the I'm not caping for Benzino's. He's a grown ass man. He got to fix his situation with his daughters. All I'm saying is I know 50,000 niggas like this.
Yeah, me too. And I know niggas that have come in the industry where, like Guru from Gangstar, he's from Boston. He had to go to New York to get it popping because of niggas wasn't really fucking with something like that. So what I would say about Benzino being like that experience, yeah, I agree with. I think that, yo, nigga. And then sometimes you have to move. Like, this is for anybody. This ain't even just Boston. Yes. Anybody listening. When you get in this rap shit, it's not as street as it's portrayed to be.
No.
It has nothing to do. Damn near has nothing to do with the streets.
Nothing.
Because you're gonna want to punch niggas in the face and shit like that. Niggas gonna say wild shit too. You can't just hit niggas. You can't. There's certain shit. Like, people don't live by the same morals that you live by in the entertainment world.
Correct.
Where your word might be a bond in the street because your word is live a life or death. In the entertainment industry, everybody lies. Niggas is liars. Niggas is dog. I just said this about when niggas is like,
that's why I left, bro.
Yeah, I just said this about shout out to Mike Slay. He put it up like, yo, what's going on? Podcast beef has replaced rap beef and everybody beefing and talking and going back and forth. Is it about the bag? What you think? And I said, no. It's the truth is coming out that these niggas never really liked each other.
I agree.
Now it's like, oh yeah, nigga. Now because of podcasts, and you got to think, when we grew up, celebrities wasn't talking like that. They wasn't doing interviews.
No,
they
it was all in the music.
Sitting down for 2-3 hours. It was just nigga. You see a nigga in a picture, hear the music, whatever nigga do. Now when niggas have platforms, we can sit down long form and talk for 2 hours, and I gotta go do a podcast over here, talk. You find out shit that you ain't never found out. Oh shit.
That's a fact.
Nas and Nature don't fuck with each other, son.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Cormega wanted to slap now. You find out shit. Oh shit, these two niggas, they really don't like each other, but they've been in movies for years.
Yeah. Yes.
But when they say cut, them niggas go to separate trailers and they don't talk to each other. Like, but once you get behind I call it the veil. If you behind the veil, you know these niggas never liked each other because I think from the outside looking in, you've been in the industry, you dealt with it. From the outside looking in, people look at the rap industry or the entertainment industry as like some far-fetched dream, right?
Yeah.
But once you get inside of it and you're working in it, it's a job like any other job. Like if you work in the office, nigga, Bob from marketing don't like Phil from fucking accounts receivable because you know what I'm saying, and that's just they don't. But there's no
fuck with the mailroom niggas.
Yeah, there's no cameras there. But every time Bob can tell about Phil, he gonna tell you, nigga, you a new hire. He gonna tell you, don't fuck with Phil.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You understand what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It's just cameras.
Yeah, it's just that's why I walked away, bro. Because like.
You know what I'm
people
saying?
always ask me, and I'm like, bro, I was making good money. I'm still making good money, but it's like I just what came with it was you couldn't trust anybody or anything, bro. And it got to the point where it was like if you could come in with these ideals and like like all the quote unquote woke rappers or the rappers with a message. You've seen it a million times. They come in and then it's like the business is built in a way where it's going to make you sacrifice some of that integrity for the sale.
That's why I love J. Cole.
Correct, because he won't relinquish that shit.
He figured out a way to keep his message.
Yes.
But still, like, you know.
Which I always argue you could have did. I mean, Nas did it successfully his whole career.
Okay. So I think with the industry, right? Like, because this Benzino conversation led to a bigger point, which is the industry. Once you look at the entertainment industry, like even when you see the Cat Williams and the Mike Epps and
I'm glad you brought that
comedians and these Cat Williams ain't say nothing that if you was in the industry, niggas ain't already know. Niggas don't like each other, dog.
Correct.
All of that we cool shit is performative, nigga. That shit is I gotta be here with you. When is this shit over? Like, these niggas don't really fuck with each other. It's all kiki and ha fake shit. It's not these niggas, dog. These like you see fucking Oprah and Monique and all these people saying shit. They don't fuck with each other, dog. Like, it's not that. It's not people view the industry as like one big happy family.
Absolutely
and it's
not.
like these niggas, nigga, these
it's
niggas
war,
will stab
bro.
each other in the back as soon as the
war.
fucking it's war, nigga. It's like, nigga, because I'm trying to be number one, so you can't be number one, nigga.
I be trying to explain niggas all the time. Niggas be thinking business is happy. I was like, business is war. It's monetary
business is war with no bloodshed.
That's it. It's and honestly, like, nah, they killing niggas too. It's war. I know what you mean, like the corner store nigga. Yeah, I got you.
Depending on what business, some business is bloodshed, but depending on what business you in, like Poland Spring, nigga. Perfect example. Ask Mark Zuckerberg about Elon Musk.
Yeah,
I bet you he don't have positive shit to say.
No. Zuck just did a whole video shitting on the Apple Vision Pro because of his Meta Quest. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's war, guys. It's war.
Nigga,
that's what I be laughing at.
They was gonna fight, remember?
Correct. Thank you.
They was gonna fight. Billionaires niggas was gonna fucking get in the octagon and shake.
But this is what I'm talking about. Where the fuck are we at in society, bro? Like, why is life turning into celebrity deathmatch, bro?
It's just that was my show. I wish that show was still around.
Nigga, we are watching it in real life.
Yeah, I know, but still, that show, I'll take that show over this shit. That show was fire.
That's a fact.
With my nigga Mills Lane. I think that like Steve, rest in peace. Go ask Steve Jobs how you feel about Bill Gates.
Oh, yeah. It's war.
He hate that nigga.
It's war.
Like, if Steve Jobs could fight, he would have shook Bill Gates up, nigga.
This
nigga stole my whole shit, nigga, and called it Microsoft, nigga, and he stole my whole. It's war. This shit is war. So I think our culture is not used to the business side being warlike. We're not used to that. We're not used to business. I don't want to say we're not used to business, period, but I think we still think from a moral standpoint.
Bingo. And that's my problem, because I went into this thinking I'm coming out of war, going into something else, and realized, no, I just went from petty war to high level chess alpha go war. Like this, the industry is the kind of like, it's not your fucking on the block war. Some of the dynamics are the same, but like overall, like the trickle down effect is larger. I mean, just look at Benzino's career, guys. This guy was sitting on 52 million at one point, running what was the Bible of hip hop. So I think that the learning moment here is not to excuse Benzino, but to look at the mental health crisis of people that are in his age bracket as well. Because we talked about, like, that's our OG. But this is what we got to look at. He's a microcosm of a larger issue. When I walk through Boston, I see a fucking bunch of Benzinos still there giving niggas the wrong information.
I think that it's an issue. I think that we got to watch the information you take in, right? Especially when it comes to the OGs and niggas you call OGs and whatever the fuck the case is, right? But I also think that Benzino, you're responsible for yourself, but NORE didn't do him no favors.
Damn, bro. There was so many times I felt like All right, you got what you needed. You
Because
got
I
plenty of
watched the
shit to clip up here.
interview with my man Direct before NORE, and it was cool. They didn't drink. They didn't do nothing. Benzino was just talking. He was just chilling.
I thought that last interview, I was like, okay, Benzino's on a little run right now. He used a little rap beat.
They talked about the Eminem situation. He said what he said, and then they moved off of it and was talking about other shit. My nigga, what you getting into with this? What you getting into with that? How we moving over here? What's going on with you over here? Because how you feel about Koi, whatever the case. I think that niggas do a lot of headline chasing.
Yes.
Right?
Correct.
Clickbaity shit, which at the end of the day, bro, like.
But this is where.
It shouldn't be. If we're going to do it, all right, there's a way to do it, right? If we're going to do clickbaity shit.
We named the episode today, Zeno, oh no. People are going to click it just for that. And then come in here and get a real conversation.
If we're going to do clickbaity shit, there's two ways to do it. You can dive deep under the surface and have a real conversation.
Yes.
Or you can make light of it and just get jokes off. I'm not talking about demeaning jokes. I'm talking about just general funny ass jokes.
Correct.
Nigga, like,
I got you.
Like how Joe Budden do it. Like he'll take a topic and go, are we being serious or are we getting the joke?
Where
Which one are we doing first? Then they'll like serious, and then they'll say the serious side. Then he'll be like, all right, we serious. That was just enough. Joke time, and then they start joking.
Correct. We do that. We'll get to some jokes at the end, but
at the end of the day, there's two sides to do everything.
Yeah, right? Correct.
Because if you're gonna chase the headlines, you got to make it compelling. So I think that we just gotta, as people with platforms, we just gotta realize that even if your platform ain't big, you gotta be responsible with it.
Yeah, and then it's like, yo, did niggas forget we saw DMX cry too, nigga? Like, it wasn't an Eminem beef, but we saw niggas cry. Yeah, so like, we gotta stop this shit. This is the other side that I have.
Benzino ain't the first nigga to cry on Drink Champs.
That's what I'm saying. And we got but we ridicule us. We ridicule every vulnerable moment that we see a man have, bro.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I don't like the ridicule of the vulnerable moment. If for me, it was just about what's he crying over. And then when Eminem, I
get that. But I think what really made him cry
over his daughter, I didn't.
That's what I'm saying. I think what really made him cry, because if you watch that whole clip, he started to talk about Eminem, and then when he mentioned Koi is when I think he was more hurt in that moment. See, I think niggas, like, if you don't have any context, you're thinking that the crime was more about Eminem. I think the crime was more about the detriment that the relationship has done between him and his daughter.
Yeah, I think that the way the industry has tainted him and his daughter's relationship. I think that
we see this. I mean, we just saw the same shit. Like, we saw the same shit with Kanye when him and Kim split. It was a whole trying to figure out how this is going to affect the girls, but she want to be with her dad. Like, yo, daughters need their fathers, fam. And not all fathers are going to be good examples, but sometimes you need a nigga around to know what not to be like too.
Yeah, and I think that with Benzino, I just think that, like I said, I know NORE ain't. Benzino's a grown man, yes. But, dog, some of that shit should have never hit the airwaves.
And then, like, here's the thing. When Kanye goes up there and says what he says about a particular group, all this pressure's a problem.
Take that shit down. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I don't like and again, let me preface this. I understand this is the nature of the beast, the game. I still don't fucking like it, bro. That's why I left. I still don't like it.
It's not. Yeah, I don't like that shit right there. The clickbaity shit like that. I think when I was speaking on the game, as far as Benzino and Eminem, I'm speaking from an all fair and loving.
No, I get you. Once
it's clarified, nigga, that we going to war and these are the parameters of the war. All right, nigga. Shit.
But that was always my thing with this, because it wasn't really like, it's rap beef. Yeah, I get it. It's rap beef.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like, okay, I can't tell niggas what to do, how not to do it, I understand that niggas is petty, but I feel like the feud will never end if Eminem doesn't say enough. Because people get into a space where they give Zeno, they charge Zeno up on purpose. If I'm coming to an interview and I was coming here for Love and Hip Hop and niggas is asking about Eminem for 45 minutes, nigga, you have literally created a condo in my head that has him renting space.
Yeah, I think
like
M's
at some
probably
point M has to be like, that's enough, guys.
If I was M, I don't know what Eminem is going to do. I can't say.
I don't know what he's going to do either. But I would want him to be like,
after seeing this interview,
that's enough.
I'll be like, nah, I'm good. I ain't
gonna that's enough, bro. That's enough.
Obviously, this shit is destroying this man. Like, you
won, bro. You won.
He's fucked up. And maybe, like I said, if you listen to the song, like I said, what Eminem said was just a neck joke. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he even said it with the intentions of sparking all this shit. He probably just writing.
Yes.
It was like, oh, shit.
Just simple.
Bang. Got to get that out. You understand what I'm saying?
It was a ha-ha bar. It wasn't crazy.
That's funny. It wasn't like, yo, I'm about to do a 3-minute song and let you know what the fuck, how I feel about Benzino.
Correct.
He just said some shit and moved on. Next bars was about some totally different shit.
Yep,
right?
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that
but you know, Zeno's like, nigga, what you say?
That's what I mean by some niggas don't know how to operate in the game.
Yeah, and he doesn't. Zeno does not.
Because some people will be like, yo, this nigga is a super diss, or like, nigga, he said a neck joke and it was like,
that was it. Yeah.
He went crazy. Why y'all talking about my neck? Shannon Sharp don't got no neck. Like, nigga.
I
was like, dog, what?
I was done that he went in Shannon. I was like, Shannon? Nigga, I barely got a neck. I was like, all right, nigga. All right, y'all better chill because y'all gonna be calling me no neck soon.
Yeah, why you know what I'm saying? So I think Benzino, it was like one of them niggas where you're like, yo, let's put, like, you know how you playing a fucking video game with a nigga, or you playing a game with a nigga, and you can see he starts taking it way too serious, and it's just like, dog, this is a game to me.
Yes.
And now, if you're a certain type of nigga, you're gonna do extra little shit to antagonize. What, nigga, you mad? Oh yeah, nah, nigga, you about to turn this up.
Watch this move, nigga.
Because now I know you're getting pissed off. Like, nigga, we are playing.
Yes.
I got a little, you know what I'm saying? We all grew up, we all had a little cousin like that as soon as they start losing, they just get fucking mad, nigga. They just tears running down their face, and it's like,
correct.
What?
Correct.
We're playing the game. You ain't about to die.
Imagination, bro. We ain't going
calm down, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think Benzino is one of those. I think that he shouldn't. I'm not gonna say what he shouldn't do. Benzino should be at 58 years old, bro. You should be chilling.
You should be trying to executive produce your show. Yo, there's certain people that's in that same space, and I always think, yo, if y'all just collaborate, like I know Kanye and Dame will probably never work together again, but like Kanye, Dame, Benzino, there's certain like
do a Source podcast, nigga.
Thank you. Be creative.
Young niggas like rank albums live, nigga. Yo, we giving out 5 months. We doing the Source. We about to do Source podcast. We giving out mics on live, nigga.
Correct, because there was nothing else at that time, and even up to this day, that had as much credence as that 5 mics,
nigga,
bro.
You get 5 mics, nigga. You good.
You was good.
Yeah, fucking flat.
And that's why I do, you know, on the advocate side, I do understand M's being pissed about, nigga, this was my classic. This was my timeless.
And that's like, remember I said niggas don't know how to react? That's M's problem. He took that shit way too serious.
Yeah, so I get it. I
didn't get 5 mics. Fuck this guy. And you see what he said about Outkast. You never heard Outkast say a bad word about Benzino because they didn't take it that serious. They were just like, all right, nigga.
And they knew what it was walking into the Source Awards and
they're like, yo, my
the
shit's
speech
still
they gave. Like, we're here. Correct.
Did it affect their career? No, because they're the #1 selling hip hop group of all time.
But that's the part that's funny to me because they emote differently, they think that they're not the same level of emotional when they both are. I mean, if you ever watched the interview when Eminem was sitting down with Sway talking about the whole MGK thing and the reason why they got into this whole thing, and I said, what the fuck? You have a daughter and he's in the same age bracket. He thought she was cute.
Yeah, they're the same type of person.
Like, man, what the fuck?
What I will say is this.
They just have different
There's a reason
modus operandi.
There's a reason why Eminem took my theory. I ain't going to say there's a reason, like I know for a fact. My theory of why Eminem didn't take getting 5 mics as serious. Why Outkast didn't take getting 5 mics as serious as Eminem. It's a validation from the culture thing.
Yes.
Where like, okay, nigga, if I get this 5 mics, nigga, Jay-Z, I done already went on Jay-Z album. I got a song with Biggie. Niggas is fucking with me. Now all I need is this. And you didn't give it, and you didn't give it to me, not because I did, not because the product was short of it, just because nigga you didn't, because I
completely disagree with him not giving him the thing because he's white.
That's stupid.
I completely disagree with that. Listen,
that's dope.
Like
dope.
Here's the thing with me. I'm a sober person when it comes
to
Eminem.
Dope.
Yeah, correct. I'm a sober person when it comes to Eminem. Like, I think Eminem's fire, but I'm also, have the right to my opinion. And I think Rakim and Redman and all these other people, to me, are the ones that we should be having GOAT conversations about. And I feel like to me, this is blasphemy. This is blasphemy to a lot of people. But to me, out of all of M's albums, he only had 1.5 classic.
Yeah, and that's your opinion, right?
That's it. That's just my opinion. Guys, don't kill
Eminem
me.
Is this. Technically, I'm talking technical skill. The art of rhyming words, syllables. The Eminem is one of the best to ever do it. Technically. We're just talking technical, rhymes inside of rhymes, sonics, technical, right? Content-wise, like,
correct.
I can't relate. I can't relate to what he's saying.
Yeah,
his music doesn't hit me. Now, is there a group of fucking people?
Be a cultural thing. You know what I mean? Like,
now, is there a group of people that his music is? They feel every word he's saying. 100%. Is he unapologetically himself? Yep. So 100%. That makes me. That's him being unapologetically himself. Makes me fuck with him in the technical rhyme. Does he have songs that I like? Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Act like this nigga don't got no fucking slaps. Eminem got some shit, some songs that has he made stand to me, writing wise, is one of the greatest songs ever made by anybody.
I think the stick that really just bugs me the most is because anytime it's not the subjectivity of people's opinions. It's for me. It's I see fear in niggas' eyes when they talk about him, bro. Like, it's weird. Like, I've never seen this. So, like, it gets.
I think it's just from a rapper standpoint. I think it's from a.
I've never seen an art. Think about it. I've never seen any artist that seems to be above reproach.
Yeah, no, I think it's from a rapper. Like, you gotta almost be on some I don't give a fuck type shit when it comes to it, right?
Yeah,
like, nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm bad. I'm just as good as him. I think that.
Like, that's what I was talking about Pat Poose and his stance on Jay-Z. Yeah. When Pat Poose is like, nigga, I'm better than Jay-Z. And he stands on that.
As a rapper, you're supposed to feel like you're the best rapper in the world. I think that there is a lot of rappers. The rappers that are as good as Eminem don't get a lot of recognition. The Black Thoughts, the Mos Defs, the Pharoah Monch.
Black Thought, bro. My God. Jay Electronica.
Well, I ain't going to say Royce because Royce and M is.
Right there. Even like old school guys like Kool Herc, bro. Like,
yeah. Like, niggas, the MCs that.
I'm sorry, G-Rap.
Yeah, G-Rap. Yeah, Cool G. Yeah, G-Rap's the fucking legend. What I also respect about Eminem is he doesn't rank himself high.
Yeah, okay.
Like, if you ask him his GOATs.
He always says Redman and all of those guys.
Redman, fucking Redman. What's the lyric? Goes Reggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie, Andre from Outkast, Jada, Corrupt, Nas, and then me. And he's not naming the cookie cutter rappers.
Yes.
Said Redman. Who the fuck says that? Nobody says that.
Nobody says that. Yeah.
Corrupt. Nobody says that.
That's fire.
Nobody, like, he'll go on I watched this nigga go on a 20-minute rant telling niggas how dope Tretch from Naughty by Nature was.
Correct.
Like,
I've seen that
he's
too.
a fucking hip hop head. Like, he's in the music. So I respect him for that. Like, he's not one of those, like, I'm the GOAT. Nigga, I'm white and I'm the GOAT. I can't. If you be like, Eminem, are you the GOAT? He'd be like,
yes. But see that
I'm sure he feels like he's the best because he's supposed to, because that's part of being a rapper. But I don't think he has that. My thing
is that I get all of that. His
fans are annoying. His fans, fucking up.
And here's my thing.
It's like Drake. Same way
I feel about Drake sometimes, bro. Talk to them niggas sometimes. Like, I feel like he needs to come out and just let me what's the word that we use in marketing? The word that we use in negotiating instead of should is ought, right? So I feel like if I was M, he ought to consider. I think it will look good for him in the long run by publicly addressing and letting this beef go.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Because at this point, it's become him and Haley are fine.
Yeah.
Coy and Benzino are not, and they probably never will be, but I don't want to be a component to it.
Yeah, facts. And I also think this. I think that see, a lot of times we confuse artist fanfare for the artist, right?
True.
I do it with Drake sometimes. Drake fans get on my fucking nerves. I'm gonna just
mine too.
Real. They just think this nigga
fans in general now get on
whatever,
my
right?
nerves.
But that don't take away from Drake, the person, the artist. Like, he's dope. He can rap. He makes catchy fucking songs. Some of them, even the ones I don't like, they stay in my fucking brain. So he's doing what he's supposed to do as an MC, right? But his fanfare, it's like yeah, fans in general are
they're weird, bro. They're fucking weird, bro.
The nigga, like, they're just whatever. Like, I have fans, I get it. Like, and I respect all the diehards and shit like that. Motherfuckers that have been rocking with me forever that see me how they see me. I think that whenever it becomes a point to where you're blocking somebody's objectivity, or you are clowning somebody for what they like, that's when it becomes toxic. Like, oh, nigga, you like...
Correct.
Oh, just like how you said, I think Eminem is dope, nigga. But in my top 5, he's not there. I got Rakim and other niggas.
That's all it is. Yeah.
What the fuck? That's not an issue, nigga.
Yeah.
Same thing. When it comes to technical rhyming, and if you had to battle and Eminem walked in, yeah, you're gonna have a long day. It's gonna be, you're not just gonna fucking rap ABC Cat in the Hat shit and get Eminem the fuck out of here. It's not gonna happen. This nigga, he's great at what he does. Is he when I go top 5 MCs of all time ever? No. He's in my top 10, but that's my top 10. And for my own particular reasons.
Yes.
And
like see, I tell people too, like, my top 5 is not just so like I'm different. Like, it depends on what you're looking for in your top 5. So for me, my top 5, top 10, my top 5 specifically always shares something to help more people grow. It's not just entertainment.
Yeah, and I like that. I like that that's your top 5. See, because at the end of the day, right? Your top 5, boom. That can be your top 5. Now,
but I don't knock the next person's. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool.
Where it gets crazy is when you discredit a nigga's skill level.
Correct.
He's
whack. Can't do that. We cannot do that with him whatsoever.
No. When I see people do that, he's whack. And I go, why is he whack?
Like, no, kill all of that. I'm not going that far.
Word, that's what you want. That's what? Like Umar Johnson. Don't get it fucked up, Dr. Umar. I get it. So Eminem can never be one of the greatest rappers of all time. Why? Because he's white. What? That's the only reason?
Yeah, that's not good enough.
That's not a good enough reason.
Not at all.
I understand you're the Pan-African man, and that's what you're supposed to say, but you gotta have more reasons. Why? Oh, because you gotta have at least a musical reason. Like, oh nah, because he do this, or he took this nigga style and flipped it to so this nigga. I could tell you all the people Eminem got his style from.
Correct.
It's like I could tell you, M took this from this person, took that from that person, da 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 da. But I think when it gets to his fans and when it gets to him, just him, as far as rap beef, rap anything, I feel like, and we got to remember, Eminem comes from battle rap culture. Correct. So any chance that a rap battle was about to happen, he's there. He's like, oh, he's that guy that walks in the club like this. Oh, niggas, they talking about me?
Yes. Let me flip it because this is great. Like, the timing of all of this shit is kind of like freaky, but great, right? So we had this situation. We talked about the Eminem dynamic. We talked about the Zeno. Let's jump into the other side where I saw, first off, Does anybody know where Beyonce's from? Like where she grew up?
Houston.
Oh, okay. So
from Texas.
Oh, okay. So white people saying that Beyonce, because this is a thing right now, that Beyonce, because she just dropped a country album.
Yeah, she's about to. She dropped 2 country singles. Yep.
Yeah, she dropped 2 singles. In the entire, I won't say entire, a lot of the white space in the country world are saying things. I just watched an interview with one guy, he's a classic country artist, and he was saying, like, you know, we can't just leave some things alone. We created country music.
Yeah, we created all.
But I also see black people saying the same thing, like, you ignorant motherfuckers. This is why I can't be telling my kids that history ain't important, and it's during Black History Month, and I got people yelling at Beyonce that are brown talking about, why are you doing country music? She's from Texas. She's a Southern girl, and black people created, look up Gus Cannon, guys. Gus Cannon.
Black people created country music, right?
Beyonce, we created rock and roll, Henrietta Thorpe.
Henrietta Thorpe. Black, all of the music that damn near comes from America is created by somebody black or melanated, right? So,
because these niggas were still doing British beat on the same drum,
let's take it off that, right? Let's take it off that. Just by the sheer demographics of where she lives and how old she is, she was gonna grow up hearing country music. She's from Texas, and she's about, how old is Beyonce? Like 38, 30 something. She's like, yeah, she's like in her 40s. She got to be like 39, 40. I don't know how old she is exactly.
You know they playing the game. It says 42 online. I'm actually surprised they let it be that high.
Years old. 42. She's 42 years old, so I can do math, nigga. She was born in 1982, right? That means that she grew up in a time before they was playing hip hop on the fucking radio, and on the East Coast before they was playing on the radio. So imagine in Texas, nigga, right? So she probably heard a lot of country music growing up. Her father, her mother probably played a lot of country music growing up, right? So she said, hey, I've given you niggas R&B. If you haven't followed her trajectory of what she's doing, I've given you niggas R&B for 30 years. I just gave y'all a dance album because who the fuck knows? I like I like dance music too. Now I'm going to give you a country album because these are all of the musings. Because I don't know if y'all know it or not, artists pull from different places.
Correct.
Like,
that's
Beyonce
always been the way it is.
Every artist that I know listens to a bunch of fucking music, rock and roll, R&B, bunch of shit. You don't just listen to one thing and be like, all right, nigga, I listen to rap all day. She don't listen to R&B all day. So I'm sure she's like, oh yeah, nah, I'm gonna pull from this. All right, oh word, it's time for me to make this country album. Boom.
Like, I just hope what messes me up is like,
the most countryest country album of all time. That's what I hope.
Yes. And it's like, it's again, I worry about, I can't listen. White people have the privilege in this country. One of their privileges is to be ignorant. They don't need that. They don't even need to know Paul Revere's ride, bro. All they need to know is that they're white and they got a certain amount of leverage in the systemic side of it, right? But even that, to a degree, is like a narrative that we push versus understanding that George Washington Carver was one of the greatest inventors ever in history. The man has so many patents on the books, and he's a black man. There's not much in America because we built this. Like, let me give you another example. This idea, like black folks, brown folks in America have to understand that we were skilled workers. We were majority of the farmers. We were majority of the construction. We built the White House. We built all of these things. When unions formed, you know, the thing that everybody keeps telling that unions are great, unions are great, unions are great, unions are great. They're only great if they work for everybody. They were formed to take work and displace work from black people.
Yeah.
It was to take unskilled labor away from us. In the North, in the South Coast right now, New Bedford, we have an issue where the Portuguese community was sued, or not the community, but certain Portuguese businesses were sued because they were claiming minority status, but they were not but they were all the other businesses of color were being shunned out. So they were getting all the bids because they knew about this stuff and they were purposely locked out of information. This is why I got into the grant space. Once I realized how much money's out there, like, y'all, we have to stop having this poor mentality about we're not going to take government fund. That's our money. That's our money. We need to go get that and create services in our community. And we just need to be integrity. We just need to have integrity and have morals about it. So I bring that all together to say historical context doesn't just bleed into inventions. It's every part of the Black influence on industry is the industry.
Mm-hmm.
It's the entire industry.
Yeah. So
even though we give away our money the most, we don't have the same kind of generational wealth. Our taste buds, our swag, our class, our everything, our palate has become the palate of the world, bro. You got kids in Japan that are breaking and doing all of these things because of what people of color, from Caribbean to African American to Africa. Like, people don't understand. Like, one of the biggest genres that's starting to take over and beat out hip hop is actually the Afrobeat from the motherland, guys. So we got to take a step back and realize that, okay, the Elvis effect is true if you just look it up historically. Does that change the fact that Eminem's not technically fire? No. Does that change that Eminem's not a fire artist? No. But the Elvis effect isn't just sales. It's also the pulpit that's speaking for you. And when you have now, unfortunately, he has the benefit of majority white fans who are majority. Like, imagine the redneck Eminem white fans, and he knows he can't control. Or imagine some of the people that grew up in the trailer park.
He can't even say, like, yo, bro.
Correct. Or the people that grew up in the trailer park with him, but didn't play with the niggas from across the tracks.
Yeah.
He knows that. So it's tough.
I think with the Beyonce shit too, like, artists are gonna make shit. Like, sometimes as an artist, you get tired of making the same shit over and over and over and over and over and over. So you dibble and you dabble. Oh
yeah,
shit!
We gotta stop this shit. It's like you said, we're making it rigid.
Let's try some country. Hey, boom. Even with rappers, niggas don't want to flow the same, rap over the same.
Yeah, like, come on, guys.
Let's speed this up. Let's do this. Let's do that. So I think that, we got to give now all of the white people the white people that are mad she's making a country album, although we're losing everything to the blacks and the immigrant people. I know who they are.
I know who they are.
You're not losing everything, bro.
Stop it, bro.
It's ours anyway.
Yeah, correct. Stop it.
It's ours anyway. Like, she's just doing an album, bro. Like, if anything, you should support her doing the album, because who knows how many other people like country and don't know that they like country music till they hear her, and then they go, oh shit. Ta-da. There's a whole fucking, oh shit, nigga, Reba McEntire and all these other motherfuckers. Because that's why I'm a music aficionado. I know about fucking Reba McEntire and Dolly Parton and all those.
That's correct.
I know about
Dixie Chicks, all that. Yeah. Yes.
The average nigga walking down the street don't know
the fuck the Red Hot Chili Peppers are. They don't know
none of that shit. On. So
they don't know Tim McGraw, guys. Like,
if Beyonce is the fucking enter the gateway, what's the problem?
It's so weird, because remember, they did the same thing with Lil Nas X. They did the same thing with K. Michelle. She had made a country album. Yeah. And it's just it's so weird. It's just so weird, like, how we are not.
Right now, nigga. Y'all listen, man, to the whites.
Make
I love
music.
Y'all got EDM. Just do that. But even that's us too.
Yes, that's us.
That's our shit too.
Like, just deal with the fact that the fabric of American culture. Listen. Like, Xcel, this is how bad it is, brother. God, please. These niggas don't even realize there's so many people, because this is what we talk about, whitewashing education. We were not good enough for this, that, and the fourth, but we were good enough to breastfeed and fucking feed their children.
Exactly.
Like, we had our women breastfeeding their children. Exactly. Do you not like, and like the fact that, like, white women specifically try to, like, omit themselves from racial shit is ridiculous to me. Because, and I'm gonna use this as an example. Let's fast forward this.
Bill Burr got the ill joke for that.
He does. He has a fire joke. If you never look it up.
He said, y'all act like, he's like, y'all blaming us, white women blaming white men, when your life is just slightly worse than mine.
Correct.
Like, he's like, you in the jacuzzi with me. What the fuck is wrong? They didn't make you
talking about.
Right?
Correct.
They shut the fuck up.
So then, now the narrative, which the Super Bowl and Jay-Z's there and the Taylor Swift shit, the Kanye shit. Kanye paid for the ad, but then they closed. But then he booked a booth next to Taylor Swift. She made sure he couldn't get that booth. Said that nigga ain't coming up in here. All of this shit is so petty. Like that's why I be trying to get people to understand. Don't think the money is gonna make your life any less petty, bro. It's gonna make it more petty, bro. It's supreme pettiness. Well, hold on, let me finish this part, and then you'll go into it. Yeah. So then it turned into a narrative of Beyonce versus Taylor Swift. Well, what the fuck happened to feminism, guys? I thought we was trying to unify the women.
Yeah, that's true.
What happened, guys?
We gonna compare these two great artists, right?
Yeah.
Taylor Swift is a great artist in her world. I'm not gonna take nothing from the lady.
Yep.
She fucking makes.
I'm not slaps. A Swiftie, but she's fire in her world.
She makes slaps too, nigga. Some of them I know she makes slaps. Whatever. I think everything is narrative. People try to make narratives out of everything.
They do.
Did she kick Kanye out for some? I seen think pieces on this shit. Did she kick Kanye out because he was a black man? And no, I should kick Kanye out because when she won the fucking award, he took the mic from her on public TV.
Thank
was
you.
Like, excuse me, bitch.
Thank you.
Beyonce, you shouldn't have won. Beyonce should have won. And by any stretch of the imagination, that shit wasn't right to do. Even Beyonce was like, nigga, why'd you do that?
Bro, get down. Get down.
Everybody said, nigga, no, what are you doing? So she remembers that. And she was like, who's out there? You better not let that nigga in here. Because if that was the case, if it was because she was a black man, he's a black man, why the fuck was she sitting next to Ice Spice the whole time? She was sitting right next to Ice Spice. That's her friend. They're like homies. Like, they be chilling when the camera's not on.
Correct.
Ice, but they cool.
So it was only a surprise to everybody else who wasn't really paying attention.
So my thing is, sometimes we look past the simple. And go to the deep, extravagant.
Occam's razor.
Yeah, go to the deep, extravagant. Yo, it had to be because he's a black man and she's a white woman. No, it's because he took the mic from that girl mad years ago and she don't fuck with him, nigga.
And I literally had to have this debate with somebody.
He did that to you. You wouldn't fuck with him neither. Yo, who's out there? Kanye, nigga? No, he can't come in here. Are you crazy? And yes, she's a white woman, but she's still a woman.
Correct.
So I'm not saying he would have did anything to her, but nigga, if she felt like it was a safety concern, she has all right to feel like that.
And again, if she was just being petty in response to what he did, he earned that.
Right to do that. He deserved
it. That. Yeah.
He earned it. Like, nigga, no, you can't come in here. Bro, you remember what you did last time I seen you?
And you know it was intentional. You know, like it's Kanye.
Yeah, he intentionally. Come on, my nigga.
He booked the booth next to her for. Yes, he wanted all of this.
Yeah, he intentionally did that. And she's probably like, nah, nigga, remember last time you got drunk, you was bugging out, nigga. No. So you're not about to come in here in the Super Bowl, the place where drunk niggas is living.
Those are $1 million plus VIP areas at the Super Bowl. So you know who's getting booked next to who. Kanye knew strategically. He could have got one on the other side of the field. He knew strategically he was going to be next to Taylor.
Yeah, he could have got one. He could have fucking.
Nobody, in my opinion, uses the trigger shit to benefit themselves. Let's make sure we focus on that.
Yeah, more than him.
Yeah. More than him.
He knows what to do. He knows what to say. He knows how to get it popping. He knows.
Like, y'all thought a billionaire nigga was getting head on a boat by accident?
Yeah, he knows what to do, knows what to say, knows how to make the people move, knows what's going to make people talk, all that, man.
This nigga went number one. Do you understand where we are in society? This nigga went number one. They took all of the songs down because he said he didn't clear this, that, and the fourth, just to put the songs back up, and it went number one again.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing, man. So everybody stop.
Like, everybody
stop with the think pieces and all that. Sometimes the shit is just simple, man. Sometimes it's just, nigga, you took the mic from me at the VMAs and you gave me the number one public embarrassment moment of my life, and I'm never fucking with you ever again.
So I only say that because I don't want that to turn into like the new age. Because to me, that's like hey, Eminem and Benzino's beefing over a mic being taken, bro.
Yeah, no. Them niggas, that's some other shit. This right here that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
He never took the mic. She probably would have let him in. Come on in, nigga.
Yeah, correct.
Correct. What I'm gonna do, nigga? I'm up $1 billion. I don't care if you're in here. Like,
Correct.
Like,
and I'm gonna be honest, I was even surprised that like, because we saw who else was there. Jay and all of them were there. Like again, Kanye.
Exactly.
Kanye might be the greatest.
I know exactly what you're about to say.
He might be.
Why didn't you go to Jay-Z's booth? Because Jay would have probably been like, "Get the
fuck out of here." Face, yeah, I'll punch you in your shit, bro. Don't start no shit.
No Taylor shit, nigga. Don't fucking play with me, nigga. I'll fight you.
And that's what I'm saying. Kanye might be the greatest. No. I have to give that to Agent Orange. But Kanye and Trump.
Yo, I gotta go soon, but we're gonna talk about the Trumps.
Yeah, let's jump on that. But Kanye, let's transition that with this one. Kanye and Trump might be the greatest trolls I've ever. Kanye, Trump, and Elon might be the greatest trolls I've ever seen.
My son Donald, son.
Yeah, let's go to it.
With the air Trumps.
Hold on, I'm about to pull him up while you talk about it.
Ooh, who let him in SneakerCon? Yeah. How did he even know that was a thing?
Hold on, there's versions now, right? Oh, and second, nigga, he had them at SneakerCon chanting, "Fuck Joe Biden."
Yo, do you understand what I'm saying?
He's smart.
My thing is, how did he know that was a thing? He's 78 years old. How does he know? Oh shit, SneakerCon. Yo,
he's in tune, bro.
Whip up some gold shits. Put a big T on them shits. And them shits are sold out.
It's crazy, bro. He's too in tune. He knows what's going on.
The air Trumps, nigga. Donald Trump is he's the wildest nigga in the world, my nigga. Let me see.
This shit is crazy.
Zoom in on them bad boys, them bad Larrys. They look like wrestling boots.
Look at this shit, bro.
Yeah.
And if you go to the top, they got other variations now. Hold on.
Donald Trump is a wild nigga.
Bro, they got the fuck Biden specials.
Yo, not the fuck Biden's nigga. Donald Trump's wild.
Make liberals cry, bro.
Yo. I'll tell you that.
Like, yo, Kanye, Jay, Nas, Benzino. Yo, we got to call a truce, guys. There's too much shit going on. We got to call a truce.
I'll tell you, this nigga is ill. Because number one, you're 78. How do you even know to pop up at SneakerCon?
He's a genius, dog.
I'd never seen him wear sneakers. Ever. And now
genius.
He's like, you know what?
And I hate to admit it.
Yeah, he's a marketing genius.
The guy is fucking.
When it comes to marketing, he's a genius. I've never seen nothing like him.
Because, bro, here's the thing. Even if I don't like Donald Trump, I'm going to, not me, but someone's going to buy those sneakers just because they're collectors. They're instant collectors.
They're sold out.
Are they? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Them shits.
This nigga is winning.
Hold on. Them shits sold out like an hour after they dropped. Like, them shits.
Jesus Christ. He made that 315 and wiped his ass with it. A guy paid $9,000 for Donald Trump's sold out sneakers. So the resale market's already hitting.
Yeah, bro.
$9K. Hey, if y'all got them Trump ones, holler at me, son. I might have to go get a bit.
Yeah, I'll spend the $4.
I might have to spend that $4, son.
I'll spend the $4 to sell them for $9 bands.
Woo! Trump sneakers resold. Oh my God, this was 1 hour ago. Let me pull this up for y'all.
Yeah. If you got some Trumps, holler at me, dog.
On God, them shits is the Yays and the Trumps is hot right now. This shit's crazy.
I'll spend them. I'll spend the $4.
Yeah, dead ass. Trump's sneaker resold for $450,000 on eBay.
See what I'm saying? Send them to me, B. Send them.
$450,000 is fucking crazy.
I put my address right in them comments. Send it to me, B. You heard? You got the Trumps.
That shit is crazy.
My son was last. GetTrumpSneakers.com.
Wow. Okay, now we got to go see what that is. Hold on.
Hold
on. We're already in this rabbit hole.
Wilding out.
We got 5 more minutes. Yeah, 5 more. Yeah, okay, cool. Wow. Strict limit of 3 pairs per customer.
That's what I'm saying. That's how you know them shits are selling, because they like, dog, you can't. Only 1,000 pairs made. Yo, Trump is out here. He's out here.
And oh my God.
Oh, look at them shits ain't even bad like that. The POTUS 4.5.
We ain't supposed to say this shit out loud, bro.
Hey, I saying I don't give a fuck.
Nigga, you know I'm with it.
If you took the T off them shits and put a Nike tech right there, niggas
bad,
is buying them.
The POTUS on the back.
POTUS 4.5. What?
Nigga said T Red Wave. They got the Resident Evils and shit.
Got the yo.
Oh, this nigga's outside.
Yeah, he's outside, dog.
Look at the head, bro. Come on. Oh,
look
at Trump is a beast.
Yeah,
bro.
when you click on it, just in case you forgot, when you click on that thing, you know what's up.
Oh, nigga got the
Super Trump. Like, come on, nigga, it's over.
Bro, come on, bro. Joe ain't got the energy for this.
Joe's done. Joe can't fuck with that.
I'm just saying, man.
You seen Joe Biden eating chicken with the black family?
Please don't get. All right, you gotta make me pull this shit up too.
See? You see what I'm saying? Donald Trump is doing this while Joe Biden is fucking.
Nigga brought a bucket of chicken.
I'm so sick of this. I'm sick of these two.
All right, this is the last one we're gonna leave y'all with.
I'm sick of both of these niggas. But Trump is funnier. That's all.
Much funnier. Trump's a wild boy. I mean, Biden's a wild boy.
Wild nigga, dog.
Joe Biden bribes black family. You like chicken? Oh, they don't have the actual picture. Oh no, here it is. Yeah. Let me zoom in on this shit. This shit's fucked up, bro. Like, why? Why are we like this, bro?
Why are we letting these niggas get this sick shit off?
Because we're fucking tapped, bro. And bro, this is his post. Wait, y'all ready? This is his post. This is the official White House post. Y'all ready for this shit? Last time nigga told us if we don't vote, we ain't black. Now this nigga eating chicken, bro. This shit is weird, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ready for this shit? Yesterday in North Carolina, I stopped by Eric's house to have lunch with him and his 2 sons. I brought some cookout. This nigga called the chicken cookout.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah.
They were an impressive family. What the fuck? Eric's an award-winning educator, and his sons are both athletic and academic all-stars. We talked about the importance of family building, generational wealth. Oh my God, bro, stop.
All the buzzwords.
The state of our schools, and I gave his oldest son Christian a couple of tips on what he should get for his first car. What the fuck did you tell him to get? A Fred Flintstone running your feet on the ground?
1970,
like, nigga, you was riding horses, nigga. What are we talking about? He's like, you know what you gotta do? You gotta get yourself a good stallion, not Megan.
Get yourself a great stallion. You can put that. You can put him on side.
Oh my God! And then here we go, guys. That was the cookout. Chicken and diabetes. This nigga brought one of the things that's killing us.
Who let him do that, man?
And then posted.
Kamala, where are you at, Kamala?
Bro,
you're just letting him do shit. I don't like that.
All right, man. That's wow. I think that's a great note. So if nothing else, remember, we always finish with some levity. That's what we do here on Xponent. I hope you enjoyed the deep dive.
Watch out for fucking Joe Biden. Niggas, if he come to your house with a bucket of chicken, send him
packing, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here, Joe.
Yo, we appreciate y'all joining us for another episode of Xponent with the Gods Pods. Please, when you get this episode, like, comment, share. Make sure y'all go follow the YouTube. We're building this thing up nice and decent, man. Like we said at the end of the year, we'll be doing an announcement, hopefully, about our digital streaming provider. As long as we get all the metrics to move the way we need to. We need subscribers. So please subscribe to that YouTube channel.
Subscribe to the YouTube. This episode is going to be on YouTube.
Correct. And our content is more than free for you to do what you want. So if you click this bad boy up, clip it up. Just tag us in it. Have fun with the content, man. We want you to have fun with the content. We want to bring a deeper conversation. So please don't just clip the parts where we roast niggas. Let's clip some of the parts when we toast niggas too. All right. So we appreciate y'all, man. Xcel to God, man. I appreciate you as always.
You already.
We out.